1. When your baby is less than 6 months old, start with tastes of cooked fruits and vegetables. Always check with your pediatrician before feeding them anything but breast milk or formula. It's often said that you should start on solid foods at 6 months, but all babies are different. When the baby can sit upright, hold her head up, and is interested in food, she is probably ready. 2. And remember that every baby develops on their own timeline, and you by no means must make big batches of organic baby food to freeze. The goal is to find the right balance that works for your lifestyle and budget. While there are benefits to the DIY, like knowing exactly what your baby is eating and saving money, plenty of kids have been perfectly fine eating store-bought jar or pouch food. 3. But if you are going to make it yourself, bulk prep's probably the easiest and most time-efficient way to go. 4. To help pinpoint any possible allergens, only introduce a new food every 2 to 4 days, or however often your pediatrician recommends. That way, if your baby has an allergic reaction, you'll know what probably caused it right away. That's also partly why you'll want to start out with single ingredient purees, but once your kiddos tried a few individual foods, you can start mixing and matching different purees that you think would taste good together. 5. It's totally legit to use most frozen produce to make baby food, as long as you fully cook it first. Yes, even if you want to freeze the food for later because you completely cook it, it's not the same as refreezing something thawed. The only times you wouldn't want to use, if it's frozen in syrup or with sauce or other seasonings, it would likely have too much sugar and or salt, or if it says on the bag that it was fully cooked and then frozen. 6. Whether it's frozen or fresh, you'll need to boil, steam, roast, or otherwise cook most veggies you plan to puree. With fresh, not frozen fruits, chat with your pediatrician. You might be fine to just wash them well and puree, but cooking them might also make them easier for your baby to digest. The only times you wouldn't want to use, if it's frozen in syrup or with sauce or other seasonings, it would likely have too much sugar and or salt, or if it says on the bag that it was fully cooked and then frozen. 7. You can even use your rice cooker to steam a bunch of veggies all at once. Assuming your rice cooker has a steamer basket, of course. Just cut everything into appropriately sized chunks so all the veggies are done at about the same time. 8. Once you have cooked the food, use a single-serve blender to make quick work of purees. All you do is fill the container, press it down for a minute or two, and bam, you have a baby-friendly feast. 9. Whatever appliance you use, make sure you process the food long enough that it's truly completely smooth, and add a little water, apple juice, or breast milk formula to thin it, especially when your baby is still in stage 1. If you want to thin with breast milk, and intend to freeze the cubes after, though, Stick with fresh, not frozen, milk. You never want to refreeze breast milk. 10. And pour your finished purees into ice cube trays, to store for up to a month in the freezer. 11. If you want to be extra precise about it, a sandwich bag makes it easy to portion the puree. 12. Once the food's completely frozen, simply pull it out of the trays and keep them frozen in Ziploc bags labeled with the date. 13. If ice cubes aren't for you, you can get the same convenience of those grab-and-go baby food pouches by making your own with this simple squeeze station. 14. Although you can use the tip of a clean bulb sucker to refill an empty store-bought pouch with your homemade food. 15. Or just get a set of 6 washable, reusable pouches with secure double zippers that let you refill from the bottom. 16. You could also skip the pouches entirely and use a refillable feeding spoon with a cap that makes it easy to fill, then toss in your diaper bag without a worry. 17. Yet another option, store your single-serving purees in 4-ounce mason jars, which are dishwasher safe and easy to label with a little masking tape, and definitely use less plastic than other options. 18. Once you have a good rotation of different fruit and vegetable purees going, you can also start stirring in some mild herbs and spices to help nurture and grow your baby's palate. 19. As your baby gets a little older, you can also start introducing meat, poultry, and fish purees, if you want. The general recommendations say this can happen around 6 to 8 months, but again, your timing's up to you, your baby, and your pediatrician.